Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to yet another episode of Wrestling Crossroads. We are actually joined today by Pyro, who is back with us.
What's up, guys? Sorry I couldn't be with you for the last episode. Had some stuff I had to take care of.
But it is good that he is back with us today. So, we know this is a day late. We normally get it out the day of. So we'll jump right in. Pyro, take us to the first one.
All right, opening up the match was a killer triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship. Big Time Bex versus the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka versus the EST of WWE, your Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Belair. At a lot of given points in this match, you didn't know who was going to win. At the end of the day, retaining the gold, Bianca Belair, after taking a page from Becky Lynch's playbook. And I definitely want to say I agree with Corey Graves with a comment he made earlier in that match. Win, lose, or draw, I think Bianca owes Asuka a few cocktails for saving that match about 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of times where she was, almost entirely knocked out. Becky was going to pick up the win, and Asuka saved it. And ultimately, Bianca did win by throwing Becky out of the ring and pinning Asuka after the manhandle slam, I believe it was, correct?
She still owes, like I said, she still owes Asuka a few cocktails. But with that announcement, next match.
So the next match was a 2-on-1 handicap match, Omos and MVP versus Bobby Lashley. Now, before the match, you had seen a little promo between Cedric Alexander, Omos, and MVP of him saying, hey, let me help you beat Lashley. Let me get in your good graces again. And he was like, nah, dude, screw you, pretty much. Middle of the match, Cedric comes out and ultimately helps Bobby get the win.
I personally don't see what the point in involving Cedric in any of this was, because
I don't understand
they're just
it either.
Gonna do nothing with him again anyway, much like they did as soon as they broke up the Hurt business.
Yeah, I mean,
like the third time.
I have no idea where they're going with this. I could honestly care less because I have not been invested in this feud at all.
I'm just glad it is behind us.
Hopefully.
Moving right along, we have Owens versus Ezekiel.
You mean Elias?
No, it is Elias's little brother, Ezekiel.
I mean, say what you want.
It is his little brother. They have the pictures and such to prove it.
You mean the Photoshop?
Listen here, woman. Do not be Kevin Owens right now. His name is Ezekiel. He is Elias's little brother. And hopefully one day we get to see Elias show up alongside his little brother to shut Kevin Owens up and to see his mind just explode.
Well, when that day comes, then I will honestly be on the same page as Kevin Owens. My mind will be blown, and I will say that is Ezekiel. Until then, that is Elias.
That is Ezekiel, woman.
Take us through the match.
All right, in a really good back and forth. The match was... I cannot English.
You are word vomiting entirely. Word diarrhea. You were just so bad.
This has been me the last 2 weeks.
In a really good back and forth, there was a lot of points where you did think that either men could have won this. It was beautiful technicality. You got to see a lot of Elias's moves used in his quote-unquote younger brother.
Well, I'm pretty sure Elias had a hand in training his brother, so he was going to pick up a few moves during such time.
I mean, I wouldn't say that because the interview that he had with Byron Saxton beforehand said otherwise, whereas him and his brother are more of an estranged relationship. If you paid attention to that, it showed more clues than you thought.
But you swear like he wasn't watching to prepare himself to become a superstar and taking notes.
You mean who better copy and pasting his entire brother's algorithm?
Shut up, because you were watching the match. When we were watching the match, you even said you didn't even notice. But anyway, picking up the win was Kevin Owens.
You gotta be so argumentative today, don't you?
Well...
Next match on the card was Judgment Day, Damian Priest, Edge, and Rhea Ripley going against the newly formed Club, Finn Balor, AJ Styles, and Liv Morgan. There was a beautiful moment between the women where we actually got to see them tag in not once but twice in this match. They both did start off the match. So really good on using their female superstars. There was a lot of back and forth, and we got to see a beautiful suicide dive. Not necessarily suicide dive in a way, but beautiful technicality outside of the ring from all three members of the club. But ultimately, picking up your win was Judgment Day.
Via Ripley's
interference when
willingness to put her own safety on the line for the good of the team.
Her interference.
It's not interference when you're in the match.
It's an interference when you're not tagged in.
She sacrificed herself for the good of the team. And this was probably, honestly, my favorite match of the night.
You are just so argumentative. I cannot with you.
You love me? No. Shush. Shush!
All right, Chad Gable. Take us into the next match.
I wanted to point out my favorite moment of that match, which was the assisted Hurricane Rana, Liv Morgan, and AJ Styles had early on.
That was very beautiful.
But yes.
However, I'm done arguing with you. Take us into the next
match. I wasn't arguing. I just wanted to... You know what? All right, moving on to the next match was a no-holds-barred match. Happy Corbin taking on a newly
repackaged, I would say,
form, a more aggressive form of Madcap Moss. Now, personally, I really enjoyed watching what these two men did to each other in the ring, because they beat the holy hell out of one another.
And yet, this was the match you were least interested in.
That is very valid. I did not care about this match at all going into it, because I just haven't been very invested in the feud. However, it was a really good match. Picking up the win was Madcap Moss, and I'm excited to see what they do with his new character. I think this man has at least a solid mid-card title run in him.
If not, maybe a world title run?
If booked correctly, I could probably see it. I do want to point out one fact before going into our next match. Out of the 7 matches on the card, this was the only match to come from the blue brand.
Yeah, I know we were talking about that. A little upsetting.
A little weird. Because you had... I mean, then again, when you don't really have a lot going on for one brand.
True. And I mean, I remember the pay-per-views when the brand split had just come up, and you had maybe 2 pay-per-views a month because it was Raw and then it was SmackDown.
I'm really glad they got rid of that.
It switched off, and this just kind of felt like they were bringing that back.
I'm really glad they stopped that, though, because that was a lot to keep up with. And at that point, we'd
be here every freaking week.
Without question.
All right, going
19 pay-per-views in 1 year. Jesus Christ.
Going into our next match was the United States Championship match. This is the first time I've seen one of these titles on the line in months, let alone on a main card.
You know what? Yes, and I'm really excited for that. I'm really happy that happened.
But with the fact that it has to come from Theory being Vince's pony boy in order for it to happen, it really ticks me off.
Oh yeah, no, I genuinely feel like a lot of our titles, especially the IC and the US title, don't get enough respect,
recognition, anything.
The tag team champions,
or even TV time.
They really don't. We can't say that because, I mean, next week we do have an IC title match, and they have been really consistent with showcasing Ricochet as your IC champion.
Yes, but I have yet to see him defend it on anything that actually, like, on anything aside from the weekly television show.
Okay, that's fair.
On anything that basically, quote-unquote, matters.
I mean, the weekly shows do matter.
Yes, but I'm saying, like, the big build-up to the pay-per-views, I haven't seen
At least we know who's champion.
I mean, for a while, we both forgot.
That is valid. That is actual facts.
All right, getting back to the match. Theory put his United States Championship on the line against Mustafa Ali. I did say that Theory was going to come out of this winning, either from somebody interfering or some good heel shit. And Theory picked up the win pretty clean, and it was a pretty good match for it being a Austin Theory match.
Yeah,
honestly.
Austin Theory segments and matches really do kind of...
They drag, you have no interest in it.
I sleep with my eyes open.
Yeah, pretty much. But this actually, I think it was because it was against Mustafa, and Mustafa knows how to work the ring. I think that's why it made it better. And hopefully, if Theory can keep up with this, I might be interested to see a longer title reign on him. At least for a little bit longer.
Maybe, but take it off of him around SummerSlam. I wouldn't mind that.
I mean, he is set to face John Cena. Why not John Cena take the title?
John Cena's U.S. Open Challenge returns.
At least we'd see it, like, televised.
I want to point out, though, the U.S. Open Challenge gave us so many stars that we have today.
It gave us Sami Zayn. It gave us Kevin Owens.
I was just... You took the name right out of my mouth. Kevin Owens made his name on the main roster because of that U.S. Open Challenge, so I wouldn't mind seeing that.
I mean, we also had a glimpse of Sami Zayn, like I was saying. Yes. That was the start before he became a crazed lunatic obsessed with the Usos.
Before he became what he became. Anyway.
You want to take us into the last match of the night?
All right, coming into the only Hell in a Cell match, which
You'd think that if they had a pay-per-view named after a match concept, you'd have more than one.
Actually, I'm okay with it. It makes the match mean something then.
I just would,
And plus, what other match on this card would you have put in a Hell in a Cell?
Honestly, the women's match, because here's the thing. Here's what you're forgetting. This year was the breaking of a streak for the women's. 2019 Hell in a Cell match, title on the line. 2020 Hell in a Cell match. 2021 Hell in a Cell match for the women. 2022 they broke the streak. I would have liked to have kept that streak going because it was something meaningful for the women. And plus, big time Bex and Bianca Belair, sorry for my word diarrhea, would have torn that shit up.
I mean, in the caliber that match was, that triple threat match was, I don't think that the woman really needed that.
They didn't necessarily
make
but
something
would have been good
to make something out of their match. I think this was a really good way to again just make the match feel like it actually had some kind of meaning. And with the two men that were in it, I think it is a good way to close a rivalry. But walking into the match with Seth freaking Rollins, tribute / disrespect to the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, by the way, coming out in his polka dots.
Mm-hmm. And
his opponent being the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, who did walk into that match
under 50%,
way under 100%, with a torn pec. If you watched the show, even if you didn't, go back, watch the show, watch the entrance, watch the crowd reaction when he takes off his jacket, and all you see is the pec just black, blue, bruised, ugly. Respect to him for, being able to not only keep up with the match, and honestly, he fought his ass off.
He really did.
In what was, again, just another match that delivered for this show. But he was able to also come out and pull out the victory.
Mm-hmm.
I genuinely think this one just for him. It was for him, his dad.
Opening up Raw tonight, he even said it was for his daughter too.
Yeah. He is scheduled for surgery on Wednesday, so there's that little health update from us on him. So speedy recovery, and hopefully we see him back in time for what would be Money in the Bank. Because honestly, I think he would perform really well in that match as well. But yeah, no, the absolute carnage that these guys
put each other through. 2 tables. I mean, there was a sledgehammer, a couple steel chairs, and they even brought out the cowbell straps from
the bull rope.
They brought out the bull rope, which was significant in Dusty Rhodes' last match in WWE.
I mean, we're just going to go ahead and say it was a significant factor to all the Rhodes because all of them have mastered that style of match. Let's talk about the polka dotted weight belt that Seth had
Rollins came out with and had
made.
the word visionary on it in red, which was kind of a screw you significance to it, kind of a taunting way.
These men definitely were like, hey, we're gonna be creative. This is our the only thing keeping us from having fun is the limit of our own imagination, and they definitely
delivered.
They left it all in the ring. So
yeah,
again, great match.
Speedy recovery to Cody Rhodes on his surgery.
And now that we are done with that recap, we actually do have some news. We're gonna be we're still gonna be coming at you, her and I, for pretty much all the big stuff. But
big stuff, clarifying as in AEW pay-per-views, along with some Ring of Honor ones, depending upon if Ring of Honor does their own separate ones or ones with AEW.
They do have one rumored to be coming up. I think it was Death Before Dishonor. Date I will get back to you on. Anyway, but we'll be coming to you for the Money in the Banks and whatnot together
for WWE pay-per-views, and then obviously the big four when we have our guests. I'll let you finish what you were saying, just clarifying what the big ones were.
But moving forward, the special episodes of NXT, which would be Great American Bash,
In Your House.
In Your House is a takeover, and that one we've already discussed. I'd still be doing takeovers with you. But things like Great American Bash, or what's another one?
Halloween Havoc.
Yeah, or Halloween Havoc, New Year's Evil.
Yeah,
which are those on the weekly episodes, and they're just special themed, whatever. We've discussed that you and Panda would be taking over those just to
still have NXT used in this
and
a
represented
lot more than we do,
and that way when she comes on, she's a lot more comfortable in the mic. And we will finally be adding in New Japan and Impact for big events that they have coming up, and other news with that. And that one will be myself and Desario, and I know you guys we've mentioned him before, but you will actually be able to put a voice to the name now. So we're really excited for that, and we will let you know as things progress forward. And with that being said, I think we are just about done here. So we love you guys. Have a good night. And we will be back here in about 3 weeks.
Yep.
For
the Forbidden Door event, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and AEW. So we will see you guys then. You have a safe and wonderful week. We love y'all.